Hello everyone, myself Raviranjan Kumar. I am physiotherapy student. So we will take another subject which is came in our physiotherapy, which is biophysics. So biophysics, it is a branch of physics for like electricity, light, sound, that of things we are studying on physics. But why we are studying in physiotherapy, we will discuss and study in this video. So what is biophysics? Introduction. So it applies physical law, mechanics, and energy principles like electricity, light, and sound to understand, diagnose, and treat human movement disorder. So basically, in our physiotherapy, we are studying electricity in electrotherapy, like different kind of current, catalytic current, direct current, low frequency current of Faradic and galvanic, medium frequency current, tense, high frequency current, like shortwave diathermy, microwave diathermy. So that kind of things we are studying, and light energy, UVR, IRR, sound energy, ultrasound. So that all of the therapy which is came in our biophysics for the therapeutic purpose and the healing purpose. So now we will start further. What is atom or like their combination? So it is any substance that has mass and take up space. It's made up of particles which can be combined to form atoms. So what is the meaning of particles? The particles have or like molecule have molecule, that kind of substance which have a mass, that is like this is the pencil, this have some mass and take some space, and there is a made up of some particles. And what is that particles? That is atom. One atom and two atom, or like a varieties of atom, they are get combined and make a single molecule. So that is a molecule or any compound. So that item or different items have different two kinds of properties, like physical and chemical properties. So what is that? So physical property which can be observed or measured without changing the composition of substance. So that is the pencil, and that there is a, what is the physical property? Without changing its outer appearance or like composition, we are like taking some space or have some mass. So that kind of composition will be came in physical properties. So physical properties can be classified into two types: exclusive or extensive. What is that? So depends on the amount of matter in the object, like mass, volume, length. So what is the extensive meaning? So that is the pencil, that is the matter, and which have their mass, some weight, some volume, and there is some length. So that is the physical properties. And inclusive or intensive properties depend on the type of matter, like rigidity, density, color, melting point. So that, so there is a color, there is a matter, or there is some melting point also available. So that's came in inclusive or intensive method of physical properties of any molecule. So we will further discuss what is the physical properties of any molecule or any compound. So first is color. Color of matter. Color of matter will be present. Each and every compound have the color, and color have present over there. Density. So density of the material is the ratio of an object to mass. It's the volume. Like density is equal to mass upon a volume. So there is a pencil have a mass or some volume. So mass divided by volume, it will be give the density of any object or molecule. Next one is hardness. Like it is pencil, there is a hardness or like rigidity, it will be present. So how it will be observe or calculate to break them, how much it will be hardest. So it depend on the molecule, either it will be solid or liquid or gas. So it is depends upon the hardness. Next one is melting point. So what is that? The temperature at which the matter melt. So melting points depend upon the object of their either there is a solid, their high melting point, either it will be liquid, their low melting point. Also will be calculate over the further. So it is not a physiotherapy part to calculate them, but it will be observed in physiotherapy for healing purpose. Next one is a boiling point. Why boiling point is important in our physiotherapy? For treatment at which matter boil. Like there is a wax therapy in our physiotherapy for applying wax over the body. So what it is the melting point of the wax? It is 45 to 55 degree. It is appropriate for our body, like absorbance or like take a absorb or like not at the end burning chances will be occur. So that depends on the boiling point. Next is electrical conductivity. The Faradic current or like galvanic current. So that kind of current, how well the matter conduct the electricity. So it will be studied on that. Volume is the amount of space the matter occupies. That is substance and occupy this space. So this is the volume of any substance. Next is mass, the amount of matter in a sample. So that is the this object, and there is some mass who have been on the surface of this paper. So that is their mass. Next one is any substance or any object is to be what is their property? Second is to be chemical properties. So ability or an inability of substance to combine with one or more substance or changing its into other form of matter. Example, iron. So if melting property is the properties of any substance who have been if there has high temperature will be occur, so it will be melt and there is like broken down, and some particles are like vaporized and some particle are make different particle if we are mixture of other item, like we are taking iron and I have like it will be melt over the 1000 degree of Celsius, and after that it will be uh, make different kinds of items and goods. So it is the chemical properties of their iron. Next is flammability. So how easily, so like take a this pencil, how easily they will be flame or like easily burn. So that is the properties of their any object of flammability. Acidity or basicity, it is depends upon the pH, the potential of hydrogen. So level of matter indicates the acid or basic. Like different object, like object like we have taken in physiotherapy in like wax therapy or like another therapy or molecules, like inside the cryotherapy there is a gel. So how much there is acid or like basic for like absorb the like cold into the into get converted into the too much frozen over the silica gel. So it depends upon that. So we are study over the acidity or basicity of any substance into the chemical properties of any atom or molecule. Oxidation state, the state of matter in the term of electron loss or gain. So we are taking some example like iron, and if we are like uh, induce some plate and induce 1000 degree of temperature, so some particles of iron it will be vaporized, and vaporized atom will make some gaseous form. So that state is called the oxidation state of their iron. So that is the introduction part of the biophysics. Thank you.